our players. No, hang on. In the like 12 o'clock position of Vani Research Station, we have our red Protoss player. It is Sunflasher. Oh yeah. And in the 6 o'clock position, we have our blue Zerg player. It is going to be Gak. Oh, it's Schultz. Oh, what's up, Schultz? Dude from my school. So it's going to be a PvC, and let's look at this map, because I've never seen this map before, and I doubt a lot of you actually have seen this map. It's a very tall map, very long map, and it's got a safe background expansion here, in the back here, which allows for long macro games, I suppose. But the third base looks pretty hard to secure here. You have a large like entrance here, I suppose, and a back door as well. So I think we may see like two base plays, you know, the same way we see two base plays on Sunlager Caverns and in the Dream Pool. We saw a lot two base plays, so I'm wondering what we're going to see here. Of course, this is, I think this is, they were both Gold League, I'm pretty sure. So, you know, last game it was one Diamond and one Unranked, so hopefully it's going to be a bit more even in this map. Of course, Sunflasher is representing Garmin, and Gak is representing Google right here. Google Glass. Forge First for Sunflasher. That's pretty interesting. Forge First is usually, that was kind of the standard build in Wings of Liberty and PvC, but not really standard nowadays in Heart of the Swarm. But yeah, I don't really support that choice really, since cannons can be great defending larger ramps and openings, but since he's got a safe expansion back here, I don't really know what he wants to defend with these cannons, but we're gonna see what he decides to do with that. Gak right now has dropped his expansion right here, and perhaps Sunflasher wants to do some cannon rushing. The Overlord is here though for Gak, so he has spotted all of this going down. The pylon has been spotted. He has already pulled drones to deal with this. But Sunflasher, does he decide to drop another pylon, perhaps a cannon? Oh, so far he has decided to do nothing. He's just sitting there, and here we go, finally moving his probe around. Did he drop a Nexus? He does drop a Nexus at home, and that is that's going to be 400 minerals invested into that. He cannot afford cannons right now. Gak has though decided to go for an extractor right here. So where's the spawning pool? Oh, there it is. So blind. He has decided to go for an extractor, which of course allows him to get gas, and he can definitely be a bit aggressive with this if he decides to do so. He's gonna have early speed. He's gonna have 100 gas way before this pool finishes, so he's definitely going to be able to afford speed right there. And we'll see if Sunflasher can. Wow, is this even circling tight? I don't think this is tight even. I think Zerglings can get past this probe. But anyway, this is a pretty interesting wall. I don't think these players have played too much on these maps either, so I'm not going to judge them for walling in badly here. A gateway is on the way for Sunflasher, which of course is to be expected. He's getting double gas right now, which of course is to be expected as well. But I'm curious what kind of take route he decides to go for. He could go for, of course, Stargate is still very viable in PvC, and it's been for a long time. But he could also go for Twilight Councils, or even just a huge gateway push. But we're gonna see. He's dropping the Cybernetics core for now. And on the other side of the map, Gak is deciding to take a third base right now. So he does not want to be aggressive with any sort of Zergling attacks. He does though decide to get two Zerglings, but that is just for scouting, I suppose. Scouting purposes. So I think this game is going to slow down right now. Gak has decided to pull 3 drones out of his guys, so he's not mining any gas whatsoever. He wants to focus entirely on minerals right now. And here we see the tech being dropped for Sunflasher. It is going to be a Stargate tech, and I'm curious if we're going to see Phoenix or Oracles. Of course, Oracles they really allow you to get some guaranteed damage in. An Oracle can even kill a Queen, which is usually the only anti-Zerg players have at the expansion. So, if he decides to come in here with an Oracle, he can kill off this Queen and then go to town on these drones. So, already there, I think, if you kill off a Queen, the Oracle is already paid for itself. And he's probably, if he decides to go for an Oracle, I'm not saying that he's going to, if he does decide to go for an Oracle, he's probably going to follow it up with Phoenixes to hunt down any sort of stray Overlords right here out on the map. So let's see here, he does decide to go for an Oracle, and he's going to Chrono Boost it out right now. Both of these players are supply blocked right now, which is not the best here for both of them. But as I said, the Oracle can easily pay for itself right here. But Gak is deciding to go for a Roach Warren right now, and it's about to finish up right here. And with Roaches, of course, you can apply a lot of pressure, and there's not really a lot Protoss players can do about it in this type of position. He's going to have an Oracle, and perhaps, I don't know if he's going to go for Phoenixes right here. If he does decide to go for Phoenixes, he's not going to have a lot of anti-ground. But no, he decides to go for a Void Ray, which is something I don't see very often. But it's probably good for him, because Gak can apply a lot of pressure with his Roach Warren. But so far, Gak decides to stick to that droning. He's getting 8 more drones right here, or 14, whatever that was. That was a high drone count. This is perhaps not the best Spore Crawler positioning. He could have put it right here instead. And now he's blocking his entire mineral patch. But Gak, what is he getting done with this Oracle? So far, nothing. 0 kills on that. And there are Spore Crawlers in position. I don't know if Gak actually spotted this. He didn't spot the Stargate. That was just, he just got Spore Crawlers to be safe. And Sunflasher didn't really managed to deal any sort of damage there. And remember that Sunflasher is representing Garmin, and Gak is representing Google Glass. So Sunflasher really, he's the one with pressure on him. He's going to win this if he wants to keep Sunflasher. He wants to keep Garmin in this game. But right now it's looking pretty even for both players right here. It's 61-61 supply right now, and the game is still very open. Gak has not really decided to go for any sort of tech except for these roaches, of course. But since he's getting the +1 missile attacks right here, I suppose he's going to go for Roach Hydra. But we'll see. Hallucinations coming out right here with the Phoenix just to scout about. That's not a real Phoenix. And Sunflasher has selected his Oracle. Is he going to move in? There are Queens and Spore Crawlers in position. I think this Oracle is pretty much trapped here. Or he could just run home through this passage. Right now 15 more drones are in production, and Gak, he is droning heavily, and I'm wondering if Sunflasher actually can keep up with this. Income right now is actually favoring Sunflasher, which is, you know, not super weird, since he does have a third base of his own. But since Gak has been droning so heavily, I actually thought Gak was going to be in the lead. Now Gak is going for some sort of weird push here. He's getting Zerglings, a couple of Zerglings, and 1 Roach. But this is not going to do anything right here. 2 cannons are in position and are well defended, as well as sentries, Zealots, and 1 Stalker. The Zealots are getting surrounded, but these Zerglings were just a waste, and this Roach is going to die very quickly as well. Those could have been drones, Gak. Could have been ahead in the mining right here, which you are not. Getting a third base as a Protoss player is, personally, I think it's pretty hard to do, since the Zerg players can easily apply a lot of pressure with Zerglings and often cancel that expansion. But Sunflasher has been left alone for the most part of this game, so can secure that third base pretty easily. Infestation Pit coming up right now, and I wonder if this is going to be for Swarm Hosts, Infestors, or just for the Hive Tech. Looks like the Oracle came in here quite a long time ago and used that spell. What's it called? The spell that reveals things. It's called Revelation? I think so. Revelation is what it's called. Now 12 Hydralisks are on the way with muscular augments, and Hydralisks are absolutely going to wreck this force. There's nothing Sunflash can do to deal with Hydralisks. Void Rays melt to Hydras, and he absolutely needs some sort of splash damage, either Colossi or High Templars. And so far I'm pretty surprised by this. There is no robotics facility actually. If you go to the structures, there is no robotics facility whatsoever, which is very weird. Usually when you open up Stargate, you want to get the robotics like before the 8-minute mark, and now we're at the 13-minute mark. Of course he does have the Templar Archive, so he's got the ability to get other splash units out on the map. And Psionic Storm has been started. But I'm curious about the upgrades. +1 right now is finished for our Protoss player, and +1 as well for our Zerg player. But our Zerg player has got +2, +1 on the way, while there are no upgrades on the way for our Protoss player. Now Gak is going to be the one applying pressure here, and we do see Enduring Locust coming up. By the way, we can definitely see Swarm Hosts take place in this game. Now Gak's moving in here with a pretty substantial force. It's 64 armor supply to 41. It's taking this backdoor route in here, and it's going to start killing off a lot of probes here. So far, worker skill is up to 13 right now. The Munchkin Core is going to fall. No photon overcharge being activated. And oh my god, this is just going to kill Sunflasher. There's nothing you can do. The hydro discount is just way too high. And this is what happens when you skip the robotics facility, ladies and gentlemen. With no robotics facility, you're going to have no Colossi out. And apparently no High Templars either. This is a lot of Hydralisks. And no, the cannons are falling rapidly. All the units are gone for Sunflasher. And this Nexus is about to die as well. Look at the supply, it's 69 to 157. And why does it say that Sunflasher is in the lead? He is not. That's the way it's supposed to be. Has that been wrong the entire game? Perhaps it has. Gax right now for Google Glass is pushing forward. And it's going to, I think, take this game. It's 157 supply to 83 right now. Armor supply is 96 to 25. And I don't know what Sunflash can do. I think he invested a bit too heavily into these Void Rays. The Stargate is just a transition phase into that robotics. And yes, Mr. Bump, that is correct. Zerg is apparently a lot stronger than Protoss. Oh, this is not a good engagement angle for Gak, but he doesn't care. He's just pushing through with the entire swarm supporting him. And that's going to be the GG. So Google Glass 2-0 right now. And I cast a Google Glass in the preseason as well. And this is basically what it looked like back then as well. Google Glass was just crushing. So